Now this is important for every single lane. I'm just starting with top. Okay, so your win con is don't die. How do we not die?
Safe.
Okay, playing safe isn't good enough. How are you playing safe?
Yeah,
It's the same. It's the same exact thought process.
Okay.
Wave near tower.
Yeah, I mean, like for me,
I'll give you a hint. It's insanely easy to do against volley there, even as your champion. Now,
well,
yes, but now
E out of the lightning.
You're thinking way too complicated in terms of micro. It's macro, not micro.
Want me to freeze?
Can you freeze on Urgot?
Yes, you can, because Volibear, like I said, I gave you a slight hint. Volibear is auto shoving the wave pretty much constantly because of how that champion works. If you have hold on, I know.
Does too.
I know. Hold on. So if you have D-Shield Revitalize on Urgot, you can actually tank the wave because Volibear's passive will heal you. It'll. Yep, good. So we started with that. If you tank like one or two of Volibear's passives as the wave's coming in, and you only shotgun knee as necessary, so you're going to shotgun knee, and then you're going to let's say you're standing like this, Urgot. You shotgun knee in this way, and then you're only auto attacking within this vicinity. And that way, you're holding the freeze up, and this works until your shotgun knees have a super low cooldown. Which in that case, the game plan changes, but for everyone's sake, we're only talking about the first 4 minutes of the game, which is the only important part where Urgot's going to die. Which is actually probably where it happens as well, something like that. For first 4 or 5 minutes, which is where Volibear will just, as a champion, he will outshove Urgot. So if he pushes in, you have enough wave clear to force it to stay within this vicinity, and you never get ganked. That can totally happen. But let's move on, because that's a little bit more complicated than I want to get into for just one person. Jungle matchup, he's not here, but this champion's just better. Super favored. I don't know where he's going to start. He should start bot side, and he should go top side. For record, Zach should technically start top side, but I think his clear is super impacted if he does that, and he's way too slow. So he actually, I think, has to start bot side. Even though he should start top side. He wants to clear weak to strong or a path to the lane that actually needs it. Okay, top. So mid. How does mid go?
I feel like Seraphine just like outwaves clears Rise just with her Echo, at least early game. So my game plan was to like try to out clear him and then like look to secure Scuttle for a jungler, but that didn't really work out totally.
I'm a little bit rusty on this. I believe Rise should be able to force Cheater. They don't really care about Scuttle, they care about level 4 into a guaranteed side lane camp gank, and then they can test the other Scuttle crab. I'd have to do the fucking math. I'd have to watch how the game actually goes out. I don't fucking remember this. I don't see this champion ever. I'm pretty sure it's favored towards Seraphine overall, though. So yes, you're right. But I think he has better wave clear for the most part up until a later point in the game. You both have roughly the same wave clear, but I think he can force better than you. Depending on what the wave is looking like and depending on when he E's. I think he is slightly more pro until like level 7, but we'll see how that plays out. I'm pretty sure. And then he should cheater for more mana. But we'll see. Okay, bot lane.
Alright. I mean, for this lane, I'm pretty sure we win.
Yes.
2v2.
Extremely hard. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should in no way in hell die. And we should always keep like I am free to auto attack pretty easily if I'm playing it right.
Yep. So let's say the wave's like this. We have the minions boop boop boop, and then we have boop 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 boop. Cho'Gath would be here. Cho'Gath never gets 5 stacked. This is really, really important. Oh, she has fucking PTA. Cho'Gath should never get 5 stacked. So Cho'Gath will always get more sustain than her damage will go off. And then Senna is probably standing roughly around here. And then Senna, every single time she goes for an auto attack or she's going for an auto attack, you step up and auto queue her. And it's that easy. So you already win lane. Okay. let's see how this plays out. We'll see where your jungler starts. Yeah, I know. It's not looking good. Okay, they are invading through top. That's fine. This is a really good return board. This is correct. Hold on, I have to do something. There's a Seraphine in this fucking game. There we go. For my own sanity, I have to get rid of that shit. What's wrong with the fuck? Why is my cursor so small? Okay. He starts Raptors. Okay. So, obviously you're in game, so you know where he's starting. Bot lane, you should know that he's kind of pathing to you. He has a couple options. He's probably going to go like this into reset, and then he's going to go like this, and or alternatively, what the fuck is this actually?
Yeah,
okay. He has a couple options. He could do this back into these two camps scuttle this, and then he's going to path back top, and that's a slight level lead advantage.
Yeah. For me, like I was thinking more of like him starting bot side so he can maybe get something going top side. Like was that an option for this game? Like him starting bot side?
No, he can start bot. Alternatively, actually, what would have been really interesting is he starts wolves. He 3 camps this, he backs, and then he goes here. He can gank top, he can get the scuttle, and then he can path back bot, and then he can do something bot and get dragon. That would have been really fucking interesting, but I don't think he's not going to do that. Simplest way to play. Yes, I think he should influence top before influencing anywhere else. But it's weird because he also wouldn't mind being bot. Holy shit! What the?
Yeah, dude. Wait, what the hell is this?
What the fuck happened?
He said he was asking if Hecarim W got nerfed. That's what I was confused about.
Yo, this jungler's fucking awful. He's not even kiting. Oh my goodness. Okay. You should immediately know from this game. It just instantly your jungler doesn't know what he's doing. Okay. So, we'll ignore that. But the basic premise is he should 3 camp. He's going to back, and then he's going to go bot, and then he's going to do something else on assess. Bot lane, the they leash. Fantastic. Now, if things are being played perfectly, you guys, obviously in Spectator we know. Like I said before, okay, he doesn't show up here, he's on Krugs. Correct?
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. If you want to dodge ganks immediately and say, okay, there's no way we're getting ganked, one of you should place a ward right here. And then that way, you can play as aggressive if you want. He's going to be topside for the first, 5 minutes of the game roughly then, and you're never going to get ganked. If you place a ward here, they can't do anything. And I'm assuming you guys get ganked here because you didn't do that.
No,
you just fucking die.
They just run me down.
What the fuck? Okay. Then it's the positioning issue more than anything else. Okay.
Yeah, it was my bad.
Immediately your positioning's bad, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at this. So, what you should do, knowing all this information, Cho'Gath, you want to pull the wave up. In case you don't know, these minions, they have a little icon next to them. It looks kind of like this when they are targeting you, just so you're aware. Just like Cho'Gath, you step into the wave here, you pull up instead of pulling down, because if you pull up and you're warding this bush, because he started bot side, this gives Senna a fuck ton of space to actually play the game. Why is this different from pulling down? You might be wondering, and it's because of how Braum does. Senna wants to be in the wave to dodge the Braum Q and to dodge the isolated Q and the W from Kai'Sa. If you pull down and Senna plays around the bush, it's awkward until roughly level 4, which in that case, Senna's playing for this bush. I know that's a lot of information. To break it down a little bit more simple, if you stack here, the minions are all bunched like this. Senna gets to stand right in the middle, and she gets free poke every single time Kai'Sa does anything, and Braum can never Q, therefore you guys can never get run down. And if they ever approach you, it's very easy to step back into the oncoming wave, because their timer will be, when they're going to be looking for something, it'll be by wave 2 or wave 3. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's actually genius.
I know.
Wow. Dude,
And
actually, that is I feel like that is a big reason why I get run down. Like, I feel
Yep.
so much pressure
Yep.
that he was in the bush just standing there. I'm like, oh, I do not feel
him
comfortable.
standing. Yeah, this is the problem. This is the problem with this lane, and I know you're going to run into it. If he's standing in this bush, you cannot reflect him, which is why it's so important that you have a way to position in the top side of the lane. Does that make a lot of sense? Is either you position here and the wave is here and you're reflecting him, or he is positioned here and you're up here reflecting him. It's
Yeah.
either or. You have to make a decision. It can't be that you're on equal footing, or else Kaiso will run you down.
Yeah. So I have to
Yes.
be on the opposite side of Braum, right?
Correct. You have to be, not more specifically, you don't have to be on the opposite side of him. That's just an easier way of putting it. You just have to be in the pocket that cannot be queued, which almost always is behind minions.
Okay.
With the way that Cho'Gath also works, by the way, it's perfectly fine if the wave is here and Cho'Gath just keeps autoing. Getting a minion advantage is fine because Kaisa will walk into wave and immediately queue all these minions if they're low enough, and then they will the wave will be neutralized and it will be stuck here, which is always going to happen, and that's fine. Senna, if you immediately start autoing this, you have actually a couple options. You guys have to communicate this. To get a minion advantage to prevent this running down, to guarantee that you guys have a safe way to farm, killing a caster and a melee early, and then last hitting everything else is really good, or you to kill a melee. Either one is fine. The reason for this is because if you kill this minion right here, not only is this minion obviously harder to get because it's behind melees and it's outside of your melees, and that's a really huge positioning thing. But also, if this minion does less damage, Kaisa can't Q it as easily, Q the entire wave as easily, and therefore she has a lot less of a window to actually get into you in a spot in which Braum can Q. Once again, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so already we are a minute and 44 seconds in, and there has been very major macro decisions that have been made, whether they are good or bad. So already there's a massive amount going on here that could be different.
Yeah.
And already, remember what I was talking about? If this hits you, you're not dead, but you're chunked for half HP.
Yeah.
Do you see how this is losing
Yeah, definitely.
instantly?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see how the play that I was talking about would have immediately fixed the game?
Definitely. Yeah.
Fantastic. Now Braum's retarded and missed it somehow. You also, just in general, even for this spot, your positioning, I already talked about it, obviously, but this is to reiterate my point. Right here, the way you're positioning, that auto was fine. You saw, once again, I'm a fucking miracle worker. She queued the fucking wave. There's no minions, and you're stepping out of your wave to try to get the auto. If you pocket back, because Kaisa will always first clear the wave, you pocket here, Kaisa can't auto this minion. And Cho'Gath refarms the two waves. You're already winning. This is still winning as long as you don't grief this.
Yeah.
Okay, so massive decisions made already. Let's look at mid. Because otherwise we're going to be here for a year in one lane. Okay, mid lane. Level 1, you outpush him. Obviously. We know this. Level 2 is weird. I think you still outpush him as long as you're willing to expend a lot of resources to do so. And then level 3, he should start outpushing you then, as long as once again he's willing to expend resources. That or it's almost dead even. It might be dead even. I think both of your champions' prowess are almost the exact same. I could be wrong on that. What do you think? Because you're the one who plays this role more.
I was thinking Seraphine outclears him, but
Is that your experience usually in this matchup?
well, I don't play against a lot of Rise, but
Yeah, neither do I. I don't see the fucking champion. I am fairly confident Rise should slightly outpush. Wait, he went Mana Crystal. We'll just watch how the game goes.
Okay.
Alright, immediately your positioning is really good. I think that when you step into wave immediately, though, I think you should queue all these. You're not looking to deal damage to him, you're not looking to kill him, you're just looking to guarantee wave prile. So let's label the waves as fucking LS does it. This is wave A. Alright? We'll call this wave A. Wave A, we queue all the minions, and then we're already shoving in, and that means that we will guaranteed get level 2. On wave B, we get 2. Fantastic. And then this guarantees, because we got 2 first, because we decided to queue early on wave 3, wave 1. This means that you will have full stacks because you're going to queue again. You'll have E, you'll have the pressure on him. And then we're going to talk about wave C. And wave C, on the oncoming wave, you E the entire wave, you queue, and then you're going to cheater. Okay. So that was a lot. That was a lot of information. I know.
Yeah, I guarantee
we'll break it down.
Not happen, but
I don't know if you can necessarily cheater, but get it. Let's say actually, you placed your word early, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you placed. This should have been one of the bot lane, not you.
Or no, that was
me.
I put
that was okay. That was bot lane. Okay.
Yeah.
2-ish minutes in, somewhere in there.
Okay. Let's ignore cheater then, because I don't think that happens. But because he can deny it. If he lets you do it, that's a different story. Which I think there's a chance that he does, but we're not gonna let people playing incorrectly decide our plays.
Okay. Wait, I have a question. How
Sure.
do I don't have a lot of experience with knowing how to cheater. So how do I know when I want to cheater?
So it's just if they let you. Let's put it like this: the point of a cheater is to guarantee a resource or otherwise an economic advantage in some way over the opponent, and using that to win the lane, or at least guarantee something else. Now, there are ways to do a cheater without actually doing a cheater, or making it so a cheater isn't actually necessary, and that comes with, let's say, for example, you take a trade right now, and you win it. And then you basically, in a way, in a competitive environment, just cheated, because now you have a resource advantage. And so a cheater is another way of kind of doing a trade, except you're doing it minion-wise and by economic advantage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. In spots you would want to cheater, you almost always want to cheater in a situation where you're doing wave C nothing. Because wave C nothing is fucking stupid. There are other reasons you want to do it, like, for example, a really good example actually is Alawi. Alawi almost always wants to do cheaters because it's fucking Alawi. You win the early, you queue the entire wave, you hard shove most other top laners, and then you come back to lane with the Cole, and then the enemy top laner cries. In this case, let's say, for example, you actually manage a cheater with. I don't like the tier, but let's say you manage a cheater. You start D-ring.
Mm-hmm.
You cheater, and then you back and you buy a tier. That would be okay. For example, that would be a pretty good advantage. And the reason why D-ring over tier is because D-ring has more AP, therefore more damage, therefore it's a lot easier to actually pull off a cheater. So these are things you'd have to think about before the game even starts and make your decisions off that. Because in this case, it's definitely possible to cheater because their jungle can't really stop you from doing it. He needs level 4. All you have to do is position towards the top side of the map, and then he can't gank you. But, what's up?
I think I vaguely remember getting some sort of cheater at wave 5 or 6, but it was not great.
Yeah, it's a lot worse.
Okay.
It's okay though. So we're gonna do, let's say, wave C, just as a continuation to our thoughts. If we shove this in and get it into tower, what we can do that completely negates Zac. Now, there are some champions in the game, Shaco, Zac, Nunu, that are not really trackable, and those champions you just have to accept. They will just do whatever the fuck they want. If Nunu wants to level 2 mid, Nunu will just level 2 mid, and then he'll level 2 top. And then he'll take his blue, he'll back, and then he'll level 3 bot. That's just the champion. That's what he can do. Champions like that, Zac is not in that category, but Zac basically is because of how he can't really take scuttles very effectively. If you deny the ability of Zac to play the game in the way that he wants to at the cost of a minion or two, that's completely worth. So if you're going to shove this in and then you lose a melee to get a ward here or some shit, or maybe on his blue, and prevent your top laner from dying or you from dying later, that is completely worth it. However, that being said, a ward here is bad. This is a different talk for another day, but vision where you already know where he is terrible. Vision where he could be is much better because that's actually giving you information. Alright. So already your positioning is really good. I touched on this, and do you know why your positioning is really good?
Just like tethering, or is it something?
Actually, more specific. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back on that. Your positioning isn't great, but the idea is correct. It's just very early for it. Actually, if you were to just straight up fight him right now, he would lose. Your positioning is fine.
Yeah.
You should step into him here. Yeah, you have Airy. He has Space Rush. Yeah. You just step into him. All these minions target. You're not going to have Wave Prow because he's purposely tanking the minions while his minions are free hitting yours, but that's fine because once again, in a competitive game, we can put this kind of as a cheater. You're going to have a massive HP advantage. He should be 2 bars lower. That's really big. This is already winning. If you take this? No, you should have. Oh, you should have. Yeah. That auto was bad. That trade was bad. That's not a good trade. You don't want to do that. So you missed an opportunity already, and that's fine. That's just something you need to look for. Sorry, fixing my chair. Okay, but I touched on this earlier. Your positioning at the start of the lane is early, but doing that is fine. Positioning out of the way was fine if he's trying to chase you, and then you just turn around to auto him. But positioning towards the top side of the map when you know their jungler's bot, your top laner's top, that's really good already. This is a really good sign to your gameplay. This positioning's fine. It's good in theory, it's just very, very, very early. However, this ward is fucking terrible.
Too early?
No, not even that.
No?
What?
Okay.
This goes into my conversation earlier and thought earlier. What does this ward do for you? Let's kind of do any of you know how chess works?
How what works?
Probably. How chess works?
Yeah.
That's a very broad, that's a very, very fucking broad question. Do you know what perfect game theory is?
No.
Nope.
Okay. In chess is considered a perfect game, and not necessarily solved, but it's a perfect game. The reason why it's a perfect game is because every single move on the board is very clearly visible. The point of League and the point of support in general, and wards in general, is to make League a perfect game, because as of right now, obviously, the League is not a perfect game. It is an imperfect game, and the reason why is because the number of moves available are not directly seen by you. Okay? When you're putting this ward in, this is not a ward that actually offers anything to perfect game theory, because you already have a ward on his Raptors. You know exactly where he is. There's no way that he can be ganking you right now. All you have to do is position towards the top of the wave. So this is really bad. This gives you no information. This doesn't give you anything for perfect game theory. This doesn't let you know where the jungler is, because the jungler isn't ganking you here. If you were Jarvan, this would be okay, I think. This could be okay if you were Jarvan or Shaco. But as Zach, this is a really bad ward, because that ward is only useful in this exact spot versus 2 junglers. Now, if you didn't have this ward here, it would be different, and I would say it's okay, but you'd want to walk further in to get a ward here instead, which is dangerous. So honestly, the best way to do it is just position towards here. It does the exact same thing as placing a ward. You know Zach is most likely through camping. You should know his timers by heart. By 2 minutes, he should be done with Krugs, and he's going to run up here.
Wait, I should know his timers by heart?
Yeah. If you're playing competitive, you should roughly know his timers by heart. Now, that's a bold fucking thing to say for me, because it's 2 minutes and he's still not done with this. Zach's clear is so fucking slow, and I don't even know his fucking clear. Holy shit, this champion is... Dude, I'm so used to Hecker and Moodier, and they would already be fucking done with this. Okay, my bad. I don't even know it by heart. Fucking big words from me, am I right? Okay. So, my bad. It's going... I forget how fucking slow Zach is. No one plays the champion. It's going to be more like 2:15. He'll be done with this, and I'll be around here or some shit. Actually, let's watch it together. Let's just watch it together. Let's see the timer. Okay. He did it really slow and inefficient, but he is going to get to Raptors by 2:30. Good junglers should get it done by, like, 2:20-ish. Let's just say that. Actually, how did he do... Let me watch a few things. to prove that he's being inefficient, so that I'm not completely wrong here. Did it just crash? Nope. Okay. Ah, yeah. He misses multiple autos and starts pulling it way too late. Okay. I'm not completely wrong. He's just very late on it. And he did smite. Smite would have done... Did he not smite? Yeah, he didn't smite. Okay. Sorry. Off track. Super off track. But he'll be up there by... Let's say he'll be up there by 2:15 if he chooses to smite at the earliest, or he'll be up there by usually like 2:20 if he's doing his clear really well. Sorry, off topic. But the point is that you could have gotten that word. I think that's the main point that we're trying to make. That I'm trying to make. If this word weren't here, you could safely get this word. Now we all know. Now we all know. Learning experience even for me. That champion's so fucking terrible. Holy shit. Dude, look, Hecarim's like, he has no HP, but he's like, about to like, he's nearly like half a camp ahead. If he fucking smited. That's hilarious. Okay, my bad. Sorry. I went super fucking off tangent on that.
Yeah, we're dying, but
anyway. Yeah, I see that. It's just, you've already misplayed. We know why you're dying. Okay.
I was thinking I'd win because, like, he's in range from my minions.
My problem is that, yeah, like, you do win. This is fine, but I don't know what this... Okay, if you play this properly, this does a fuck ton for you because he decided to do really dumb shit. If you let this slow push into you, you're winning super hard. Because he is fucking terrified. So the play from this point on, and you'll never get ganked now, is if this slow pushes into you, Hecarim just kills him. Assuming Hecarim's a good player. Hecarim can kill him after backing. So let's once again, let's go back. Let's just call this wave A. Wave A is almost dead. Fantastic. Slow push. Okay. Yep. Now, Ryze is going to be terrified. He's going to have to use all of his resources on wave B to get this actually in, or he's going to call jungle, and jungle will be super delayed on his clear, and Ryze will be super behind. So already this is winning if you let the slow push into you. So wave B, he has either the option of doing nothing, he has the option of TP, so he's going to back a TP, or he has the option of calling jungle. Realistically, he shouldn't be able to actually like fully hit the wave, because by this point, not only this is wave C, you're going to hit level 3. All you have to do, if this happens, for future's reference, is you W, and you just pull the minions up, and Ryze fucking cries, and the game's over. So, you just won mid. That was really good by you. You played that well. My original thought was, I don't think it was necessary, but he really fucked it up, so good job.
Yeah, but I fuck it up
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Yeah, here, you're super fucking it up. There's no reason to do any of this. There's absolutely no reason to do any of this. You're like, you're doing the dopamine rush thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is all dopamine. You want to see, like, the gold, like, pop up on your screen.
Yep.
And now you're losing. Now you're losing really hard. When you should be winning. So now mid's over, because you're gonna have to... Actually, both of you are just kind of fucked. This is still technically okay for you if you're willing to sack probably like the rest of his health bar to pull it up and then recall. And you're both going to teleport back when the wave is frozen in your favor. He has no wards. All Hecarim has to do is gank. So this is still winning. This is still winning. Stop autoing! Just let it be! Just back in TP! Oh no, what are you doing? This is winning for him! All he has to do is just hold the wave. Oh, and he's doing it. Kind of. He's fucking it up. He's so shit. But oh my god. You were winning so hard until you just decided not to. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But this is super fixable. And this goes for every single wave. Sorry. Did I just lag it? No, I didn't. Okay. This goes for every single lane in general. Might have crashed. Nope. Okay, thank God. Okay, this goes for every single lane in general. Just think about... I mean, this one for bot. We didn't think about what we were doing bot lane. In this case, we didn't think about what we're doing for mid lane. Okay, laning phase top. What happened here? Let's see. You start hopefully E. Nice. Okay. When this is especially important for top, more than any other role, but especially top. When a champion, almost every champion top has a very specific vital ability. It's a champion ability that is absolutely defining to their kit for the first part of laning phase. This is super prevalent in Jax, for example, which is his Counter Strike. If Jax doesn't have E, you should be thinking green lights. If Jax has E, you're thinking red lights, typically, on most champions that you're playing. If Ribbon doesn't have E, you're thinking usually, shit, well, I'm just dead because it's Ribbon. Urgot, your key ability is your E. Volibear, his key ability is also his E. If he doesn't have E, he can't really trade into you. So your first thought shouldn't be, I'm running away. Your first thought should be, he just randomly used E. Second this goes down, I'm going to auto-attack him. And if he chooses to try to trade me, well, then I just kill him. Already bad. It's fine. We'll just look at it real quick again.
Yeah,
Is he here?
Oh.
Yeah, he's here. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, he is. This is fine. Okay. Right now, you should be stepping up more into the wave and look at how he's positioning and look at your shotgun knees. You want to hit him with the shotgun knee, just for extra value. So if you walk down and you're in this pocket, he can't interact with you, and if he tries to contest any of these ranged minions, you just E him because his E is on CD, and congratulations, you've just hard won the trade. He can't chase you down yet, and he doesn't have E yet. And his jungler's not here, and this is where you start the HP advantage, and that way you can force a freeze and not get ganked by their jungler, or force their jungler to try to get bail him out. But right here, especially, this is it doesn't look major, but it's still really bad by you not hitting him with the shotgun knee. I will say, however, with the initial game plan that I did outline, you're doing a really good job of not trying to one-shot the wave. But remember when we were talking about earlier where Urgot can't freeze?
Oh, yeah.
This is what someone said earlier, yeah. Because of how Volley's auto works, as what my counterpoint was, Volley, it doesn't matter that Urgot can't freeze because Volley shoves the wave up until like level 9 harder than Urgot can. Unless Urgot chooses to expend literally everything. So he's going to shove the wave super hard. All Urgot needs to do, in this case, is auto-attack a little bit more and expend 2 shotgun knees, and now, instead of the wave already being under your tower and slow pushing to him in a spot where he can punish you, because you know their jungler's pathing top. This could be like a 4-wave thing, where you just lose on wave 4, and this could be considered already losing if everyone's playing properly. If you are willing to expend E here, and you expend 2 shotgun knees and auto-attack twice more, and he's more like right here in HP bar, there will only be 3 casters that you're holding, and you can just E into the wall and keep the wave in the spot, and it's really... Or you can actually conserve E. You can conserve E. You have D-Shield. You can conserve E and hold the wave here, and then if he tries to hit any of the melees, he just immediately gets E'd into your tower. This is how you would punish him. And then what would you do as Volibear in that situation? Nothing. You'd just be like, oh shit, I just lose. Because on this board, they know that he's top. If Hecarim clears properly and isn't super low, Volibear can just die here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this wave management is a little awkward. Once again, he just used E again for nothing, and we're not punishing him. We need to be, especially when you're playing ranged champions, but especially top lane. You need to be punishing. Instead, we've just taken 2 E's to the face, and we're not punishing his vital ability in spots where we definitely can. Now, obviously, this is bad because we're just positioned into the wave randomly. When this spot's different than the spot before, where I was telling you to walk into him. Reason why is because he's level 2, because he has full charges, because he has every minion, and you're not in a good pocket. If you were here, this would be very different. But right here is bad, because if we're here, he has a very easy way to get onto you. This is a very different pocket. And we can see that, right? Like, Imagine if you were positioned slightly further, you got off 3 autos, like 3 of your little miniguns before he stunned you, and then you eat him when he landed his Q. How fucked would he be right now if you played that properly? And he had 1 less minion. He would be literally almost dead, and your jungler just comes top, and then he dies. And there's nothing he can do because you held the wave long enough that it's stuck in front of your tower. You've just won the game. Like, I've outlined every single one of you how you could have just immediately won the game, and it's not even 3 minutes yet. And we've already won the game super easily based off of how they're playing. And this isn't even without jungle. Jungle doesn't even matter. As laners, we've already won. That's game. There's literally nothing more that needs to be said past this point if we played the first 3 minutes properly.
Okay.
I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
In this case, the only lane that actually could be influenced by jungle that matters is top lane. But jungle is the main point of top lane. And the reason why I say that, so mid is a 2v2, but top lane is the role in which the jungle can just auto-win or auto-lose top lane for the top laner. In this case, like, you're not going to solo kill him because he shouldn't let you solo kill him, but if your jungler comes top here, it's just doomed for the rest of the game, which is why I said I have so much of an emphasis on jungle top lane in this game, in this role specifically. Especially with where Hecarim started, just for the record. But what is this? What the fuck is this? I don't care. Okay. So past this point, because from my point of view, because this wasn't played properly, a lot of this game is now immediately thrown out of whack. And I can already tell what this game will probably devolve into is just like random skirmishes and ARAMing, because we're not thinking of how we want to play the wave. We're not thinking of where we want to position. I'm assuming they win. Yeah, they win. And this is exactly why. It's just a bunch of like awkward things that happen. We're going to skip to a few major fights to start off with. Because we've already talked a ton about the early game. But, ooh, what's happening here? Let me rewind this, because you totally could have fucking killed them. What happened here? Oh, they're just so fucked. Oh, you're winning so hard here. No! Don't eat that! No. Okay. So. We see where the wave's coming in, right?
Yep. Pan, you here?
Okay.
Pan? My support is not here. He should, yeah.
This is super important for him to understand as well.
Yeah.
Mr.
Actually,
Support, are you here?
You can go ahead. Like, I'm recording this anyways.
Oh, okay. We see this wave coming in. The worst thing you can do is eat this because the wave will be here in time, and the worst case scenario, Cho'Gath just tanks a minion auto and it's fine. The wave being here is insane for you guys. As long as this bush is warded, one of you should expend a ward. Neither of you have wards. Okay. He should have wards. You should have sweeper. If anything. Or both of you keep wards because warding against them is more important, I think, than dewarding. If that makes sense, because of how Zach can play. So if we look at this spot specifically, if Zach is lane ganking, which at this timer he could, this play is bad, kind of, if you're going to commit fully to punishing. Otherwise, this play is really, really good, and just a ward would solve that. Let me explain my thought process. If we don't eat this, we let this get in, we freeze right here. I know there's a dragon. Zach can't take dragon very fast, and you guys have a massive HP advantage. If we're willing to tank a little bit of damage, we are winning. They step up to try to CS. Kai'Sa's 525. Kai'Sa dies instantly. And even if she doesn't die, she takes a massive portion of her HP, and Kai'Sa can't farm. And suddenly, instead of being at a 15 CS deficit, we can immediately go to a 15 CS advantage. So easily from here. This position is actually auto-win, as long as we're playing it properly. We know their jungler is bot. We don't want to actually engage. We don't want to push into them. We could go for dragon at some point because we have the advantage, but the point of freezing is that if we can set this into a slow push because you see your jungler's topside over the course of 2 waves, if you want to, and that's fine, you can begin the slow push, your jungler's going to take wolves and then he's going to come down for dragon. That's fine. But in this case specific, in a complete vacuum, in an isolated scenario, all we have to do off this wave is freeze. We're going to abuse the range advantage that Senna has on both champions, and we're just going to play around the wave state. If they ever step up, they should just immediately get auto-queued, and they should not be able to play the game. Now, let's just watch how you guys play this. You do have the HP advantage, and normally I think pushing here would be fine, but your jungler's top, so you're forced to play weak side, which is why I say you should freeze this until your jungler's coming bot, and then you can start the slow push. Yeah.
Normally, like with Senna Cho'Gath, like you always want you almost all the time would want like a longer lane to work off of, because you can just run them down and kill.
Yeah. That's definitely one option. And then at 6, both of your champions have such insane base damage. You should just one shot the NDC under tower. But like, imagine how shit this position is if Zach is right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just lost.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, we just... the enemy team isn't playing well. They don't deserve to win this game. This is entirely on you guys for losing anything at all here. Because they are completely fucking up. Completely fucking up. There's... like, it's just like both teams are just kind of inting into each other. And if I were to VOD review them, it would be the same thing in a different way with how people are. Although I think this matchup's easier from your side, this matchup's easier from your side, this matchup's easier from your side. But for predominantly, though, because you guys have such an easy way to just win the game, it's kind of like
on us that we
awkward.
Lost. Yeah,
it's extremely on you. They didn't outplay you. You kind of outplayed yourselves. In fact, I would go as far to say they aren't even like playing the game at all. Zach could be playing the game, and you guys would be so fucked here. Skip ahead a little bit. This is... obviously, since Zach's not here, this is really good by you. This is a good pick. Your positioning is fine. Up until you see Braum starting to walk down, you don't go for the extra auto. You land the W, you auto once, and then you're leaving. Because Braum's going to walk down, and he's going to E for some reason, but he should just immediately Q. And standing here could sometimes be a death sentence, because you're not behind your Cho'Gath. In this case, it almost is, because he has the ignite advantage. They could full send on you if they wanted to, and it could work if they don't misplay it. Because you can see by the HP, you just took like a fuck ton of damage. If Kaisa plays this slightly better, you guys actually could die here. At least Senna could. They probably trade 1-for-1. But I don't know. They have Cho'Gath here, so
yeah. And then Zach is actually here, so
as he should be.
Yeah,
and you have no vision. You have no vision, and you're positioned so far up into a spot where he could definitely reach you. Like, your first thought should be jungle when they're in this position, because you have such a massive leeway. You have such a huge leeway. All you have to do is just not die here, and this guarantees dragon. This should be your only thought. You're not going for the kill, you're going for the guaranteed scaling. You should be calling jungle immediately bot, since jungle only has one camp to farm. And for jungle's reference, I know he's not here, jungle would go like this afterwards, and that would be perfectly fine after dragon and bot lane. It's a little bit slower on the clear. It's fine. He can handle it. But jungle should already be here. Both junglers should be here. Your jungler's not. You have the HP advantage, but you don't have the privilege of playing like this. And this is very apparent here. That was a nice dodge. Cho'Gath should have killed Kaisa, but it's okay.
Yeah, I think we also get this kill.
Yeah, of course you do. You should. Wait, why are you guys just not diving? They have no TPs, just dive. Oh, we're just not going to kill Kaisa. She's... okay. This isn't a slow push. Your first thought when you get back to lane is freeze. You make her miss a full wave.
Yeah. For me, like, I think I was calling for dragon, because I knew, like, Kaisa's going to back. So we can,
calling for dragon's fine. No, calling for dragon's great. There's nothing wrong with calling for dragon.
Yeah, I fought him, and then I missed my E, and then I just died.
Okay. This is why you die. This is why you die. You can't be in the spot. If you kill these melees, being in this spot's fine. But because you didn't kill the melees, being in the spot's really bad, and you're not waiting for your shotgun knee recharge time. And the way you're posturing looks like you're going to eat him. And if you do eat him here, you're going to lose. In fact, he should be asking for you to eat him in that spot, because you definitely die. And you're, once again, taking a massive amount of damage for the same exact reason we talked about earlier. Your position's so far up that all he has to do is QWE you. If he had to run to you, you would be winning. Really hard here. Really hard here. You would be super winning because you have time to actually eat and actually get like abilities off during the stun animation. Is it you're losing for the same exact reason that you misplayed over here at minute 130 at 140-ish, 150, something like that. So it's just like it's the same exact mistake again, and that's super easy to fix. Just think about which spot, which pocket you want to be in. This is why you die here. It doesn't. Another benefit, by the way. I know we just saw this is like half hindsight, half not, but it's really worth mentioning. If he's queuing directly at you and he's stuck in that Q animation, your E guarantee hits him. You don't have to have brain cells. You just hit your E, and then he just gets E'd, and there's no counterplay for him. So yeah, I mean, yeah, of course you die because you would have won if your position is slightly more back and he was forced to have more travel time. You would have won. 100%. You would have killed him here. But now we're just losing for no real reason. Okay. Dragon's a good call. But just like as a land state, your first slot should be as Senna. And as Shogath in general. Oh shit, this is slow pushing to us. Let's just fucking freeze it. Then you call that a fucking day. He should have started this way sooner. If Kaiser were here, you'd want to interrupt it because she's not. It's perfectly fine to just do this with Akram. What's your secondary? Do you have a legend secondary?
Wait, who are you asking? Me?
You, yeah. Do you have legendary second? Like, do you have alacrity or some shit?
Yes, I think I do.
Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Every single time Dragon's being taken and you have a legend, you want to be a dragon because legend stacks are absolutely
actually
massive,
no.
Bloodline.
I do not have it. I went presence. I went presence of mind and cut down.
Okay, actually, cut down's understandable. Yeah, I understand that. Then this is a little bit weird. You can leave by 2000 and he's probably fine.
Okay.
You don't really actually have to leave even. It doesn't matter. And this spot's really inconsequential what you do. Never mind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And so yeah. Any option you take there is fine, other than flashing over the wall and dying. Pretty much anything you do there is not relevant.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure we should have thinned the wave a little bit.
Yeah, you can thin the wave a little bit there. You killed like 2 casters. Mid, you roamed off of an excellent timing. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Really good timing by your roam. I'm going to skip ahead again. We're going to look at dragons. Dragons are super important. So, oh, wait. I learned this. Look at that! Woo! All right. So, dragon is up in 10 seconds? Oh, yeah, 10 seconds. Okay. Alright. We want to have way more vision than we do when Dragon is at 10 minutes. This is... There's nothing. Bros, we need something here. Where's our vision? What's going on? Let's watch. Let's watch. Where's our vision? We have a random fucking ward here. What happened for that? I have to rewatch a few things. I don't care how this fight goes, it doesn't matter. Why? Huh?
Who did Heckram put the pink there?
That might have been me.
No, there's no save your fucking pink. No.
Yeah,
Save your pink. This is nothing.
That was very silly, my bad.
Pinking this is actually fine. So this is something super important. Going back to perfect game. This ward here gives you more information than here. You only ward this bush in one spot, and it's if you can't ward this because you think you're literally about to be dove. Same thing for topside. The only other time is if the enemy jungler is a fucking genius and goes like this, which never happens. You should have pixel warded for that. Okay, but yeah, this. Do you see how you also expended another ward?
Mm-hmm.
This just one ward would have been enough. But that wasn't bot lane, so I don't blame you. I don't blame bot lane for that. I blame mid lane. That was a really weird board. Pink here at this exact timer. Sorry, not this exact timer. Okay. As you're pathing back to lane, a ward would have been really good. You don't have the luxury of putting it right now. My bad on that. That's a stupid call by me. Oh my god, never mind, you do. He's running up. Why are you doing that? Wait a second. No, he's just griefing. No, why are you boarding top? No, what is this? He's so shit. Okay, so because he griefed in hindsight because of this, and your jungler's right here. If he slow pushes the wave, you don't have time to ward in either team, and his team should have prior on warding. But you just walk down with Hecarim because he decided to ward here for no fucking reason. And then you can pink here, but that's hindsight. In reality, as you're walking up, warding here is really good. Hecarim has the right idea. He's going for vision. That's really good by him. I don't know. What is this?
We're trying to fight.
No, even if you get a potential pick here, this is bad because you don't know where Zach is, and Zach can turn this super easily. Yeah. And then you guys have an HP deficit. This is super bad. This is horrible. This is losing. It doesn't matter if Zach is backed or not. You don't know because Dragon's coming up. He shouldn't be backed. He should be prepping for Dragon. Braum should be here. If Braum were here, you guys just die, and then that's Infernal gone. This is stupid. This is horrible. Your thought should be, I know the journalist's not here, your thought should be, no, don't fucking do that. That's stupid. That's really stupid. This is stupid. Bad. Very bad. Also, Sunny, you should not be pathing through lane, you should be pathing through here to get wards.
Okay.
That's a support thing. Support should be doing that, and you're technically supportless again. If Hecarim should have made the better decision, because he doesn't have ulti, Seraphine and Hecarim, hard shove mid, run down together, and then he pops Sweeper. And then you guys all converge on the Dragon when they don't have mid-pro. Okay. That's winning. That's winning. That's the correct play. It doesn't matter if this works out or doesn't work. This is stupid. This does nothing for you. Unless your play, this is where it's fine. Senna's here with you guys. You clear this vision, and then you can test this with Prio and Cho'Gath running up. That's the only time that this play is fine. Because you're getting this, and you're getting Dragon, and you're getting Deep Vision, and from that you can interpret that you have an HP advantage, economic advantage in some way, vision advantage, and then you're guaranteeing the drink. That's fine. But this is an isolated. It's just bad. It's just bad. Okay. Back to this. They just don't contest it. This doesn't matter. This does nothing. Trying to contest that bush is not relevant. Instead, if you guys were checking the Drake or warding over wall here, that would be a lot better. The reason why is because when you're walking here and you don't know where Zach is, this is a huge chokehold that you guys could just die in. They could easily follow up on this. Kaisa has no R. Never mind. Okay. I take it back. This is fine. They shouldn't be able to kill you. My bad. I take it back. If Kaisa had R, obviously this is a bad position to be in because Kaisa has a really easy way to follow up. If Braum had R, etc., and Zach should be here to catch this. But it's fine. Please tell me... No! Why doesn't Cho'Gath get it? Wait, Cho'Gath R! No!
They were trying to coordinate
I think there's a miscommunication, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm gonna smite and then you eat it, and then...
No, you don't even need to smite. There's no reason to smite. There's no reason to smite at all. Save smite for something else. There's no reason to smite. You have a 1000 HP smite on your team. Just press the fucking R.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to smite it.
Alright,
you're back. Chilling. Welcome back.
Yeah,
he went fucking chilling. He went chilling. What is he going chilling against? What does chilling smite do? I don't care if it gives you AD. Why the fuck doesn't he have a challenging?
It's
Where's his challenging?
Zach.
I don't care about that. I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
slow Zach. Okay, so once again, so let's fast forward a little bit. This is a lot of review in this game. We're just gonna go on directed real quick. Okay, never mind. This is actually something really important. God fucking damn it. This is probably something really important. Chop once again, because you're behind, you die. That's expected. Okay. So right here, this is weird for a lot of reasons. To my knowledge, we have no idea. Do we? Do we have any idea where Zach is going? No. No, we don't. The only thing we know is Zach could be bought because he's the only one who could have hit that. Okay. We're thinking of diving and prepping a dive when we don't know precisely where Zach is. We have no vision on him.
Yeah, I mean, like, my thought was, like, he cleared bot lane and was going to just go top.
Well, that's fine versus a lot of champions, but once again, Zach, Nunu, Shaco, Jarvan. Those champions can ignore that rule, ignore pathing top, and just say, fuck jungle pathing. I'm going to stay bot. Any jungler could if they think something's going to happen, and that negating it would be better, because that could provide a higher that could provide higher gold efficiency. But you're not wrong in your belief, but once again, some champions are sin and can ignore that. Elise is another one. Okay. Diving off of on a not cannon wave, off of a not slow push is a really bad fundamental, but because you guys not cheesed, but
Got a HP advantage?
yeah. Yeah, because you guys got an HP advantage, this is fine. But understand, please, for me, this is
Yeah, usually, like,
technically really bad.
yeah, you want to, like, stack waves and then do it.
Yeah. However, it works, and the idea, the mini cheese that you guys did was good. That was good follow up. That was good comboing, and this was a good follow up play to that. Even if it didn't look planned, you didn't set up vision, you didn't really know where Zach was, and that could have been horrible, but it wasn't horrible, and I think it really should have been if they were smart. That could have been really bad. I will say Hecarim went the right route by going here, because that prevents Zach from actually doing anything. Seraphine being down for extra insurance was really good too, as long as you lost like almost nothing from it. Alright, mid-game. Oh, we got something spicy up in the top lane.
I died.
Yeah, this is bad for a number of reasons. Alright, let's start with this. So first things first, the teleport was really late.
Yeah.
Really late. You're off by about 2 seconds. That's massive.
Mm-hmm.
Urgot's flash was actually fine because they didn't. Yeah.
I was just trying to stall.
No. That flash was fine. That flash was fine. You trade flash for flash in that case. That's fine. Good job. But the problem that I have is now Seraphine gets the kill, and Seraphine doesn't give a shit about kills because it's Seraphine. You only need Bootstone.
Mm-hmm.
The teleport here was also insanely late. If all of you teleported at the same time, you win this insanely hard and can do a 16-minute. You can get second. Rift Herald. Sorry, Rift Herald blanked. I know Rift Herald. Rift Herald. And then, if you wanted to even be a little bit more spicy about it, Seraphine doesn't even have to go down. Seraphine can just push this and then reset and go back mid. And then you guys can break mid with. Sorry. No, I'm wrong. Fucking wrong. Seraphine should go. TP timer. Seraphine should go bot. Okay. Let's outline this better, because this was a massive display by 2 people. You teleport way sooner. You protect this. Hecarim's already topside. You guys win this. You get this. Seraphine's going to shove this in. Seraphine's going to go bot. Bot will go mid. Herald mid. You can break this, and then you're going to break top. All outers are broken. and then you're going to control the enemy jungle, and you're going to win the game. And just like that, that's how you can win. You have a really good comp for getting random picks. You also have a really good team fight comp, so that's how you would close the game out essentially. At the 15-minute mark here, they made a massive misplay that could have snowballed the game out of control. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
To everyone?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. That flash was. I don't expect you to be keeping track of full flash timers, but someone really needs to. But if Zach has flash, that flash is bad because your flash is more valuable than his. And even if he doesn't, like, even if he flashes to kill you, his flash is a lot less valuable.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe like.
It's worth it to die. It's worth it to die. If you're dying to Zach, it's worth it. You want to save flash for the upcoming dragon in 2 minutes. Now imagine a really specific case scenario. Let's say it's kind of like this, because Zach wants to be like a weird flank. Braum, Volley, and Kaisa is here with Rise or some shit. Imagine kind of like this circumstance. Cho'Gath is here, and then they're like engaging on Cho'Gath, and you're in a weird spot to offset. Like you kind of want to be anyway. You could be somewhere in this position, and you RF into them, and then you win the fight. Or alternatively, you're at a flank here, and everyone's standing kind of like in a weird spot around here, and then you R flash the wall and kill them all.
Okay. Yeah.
Like do you want to the point of it? This goes for ADC as well. Massive for both of you, and anyone with extreme game changing ultimates. You need to have flash for those important fights, and third Drake is incredibly important.
Yep.
Especially for your comp, you guys are so tanky. Flashing for no reason to not die, unless it's something really severe, like you have a 700 gold shutdown or some shit, in which case you shouldn't even be doing the play to begin with. But if you have to flash, and you're flashing before an objective is spawning, and not playing around flash timers for objectives, there's a massive, massive fundamental problem. Dying, in this case, this specific spot is a lot better than using flash, is my point. But that's something that needs to be decided in the moment. Once again, I don't entirely blame you, because you wouldn't really know unless you're being directly told. And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
I
fine.
have a problem like knowing my limits at this point. So I was thinking like maybe if I flash out Cho'Gath TPs and we can turn it, but obviously that's
Even if that happens, even if you kill him and you don't die, I still don't actually think it's worth flashing, because what does dying there do for the game? And what does living there do for the game? Nothing. It does nothing. There's nothing that happens because you live or die. It doesn't matter. There's no actual effect on the game state. But that's a in the moment kind of thing. That's a mechanical. This is a good herald, hopefully, probably. Yep. No way he ever contests that. Your Cho'Gath is pretty monstrous. That means, whoa, we should never lose the dragon. Dragon should be free. So we're gonna watch to see how the fuck we lose dragon. What happens?
I think I'm running it down.
Reoccurring problem. I mean, you're just fucked. Reoccurring problem. Where the fuck is our vision? Vision needs to be places. We have a super strong Cho'Gath and a bot lane in general, and Zac is top. They can't walk into us. How are we getting caught? Where are we? If the call right now is to do that now, for the record though, doing this now when your bot lane wave is in a bad position is incorrect, because you don't have the wave prow, and you're going to lose a lot off of just trying to go for vision. While it's still technically worth it, doesn't matter. It's still, doing this is really weird. But the point still stands. If a play is being made and called for, even if it's the wrong play, every single one of you need to abide by it immediately. Because that's how team works. If these two, but that being said, this position is terrible because two people are in Africa. It's kind of all of your faults, but predominantly you two. But still, let me see how everyone walks in. Nope, never mind. Seraphine's fault. Okay. Like I said, if the play is we're doing this, we're going to listen to our bot lane. Even if this is technically correct to do, these two want to do this, and let me look at this wave real quick. It stops here. Okay. So to Seraphine, you still have, give or take, let's say like you still have a minute, roughly like a little over a minute to actually get to this wave. And even then, you're not the one who gets this wave. Why are you even going bot? You don't even, no, in retrospect, you don't even get this wave. This isn't for you.
Yeah, I was calling for Seraphine to go bot there. That was probably my bad.
Yeah, no. This is Urgot's wave. Urgot has TP. You're gonna play around Baron.
Oh wait,
after this, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
You're going to get Dragon. That's my point.
I think he's getting Dove right now.
I don't care what's happening top. That's not the point. We're not talking about now. We're talking about in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see? We're talking about in a minute. When Urgot's respawned and he's gonna go bot, he has the TP. By that time, Dragon's dead. We have Vision, and then we're going to play around. We're going to play around Baron.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. My bad. I should have made the distinction.
I think we should have like just pushed the mid wave, drop Herald, and then rotate it to Dragon. Because we still have Herald.
Yep. That's also yep. That's also a good idea. Yes, you should also have a sweeper on your support, I guess. But it's fine. So, if Seraphine, you three go mid, when Hecarim's still coming down on the next wave, you drop it, you hard shove, you run down, you're going to get Vision, and then you're winning.
Yeah, I was calling dropping Rift mid.
Okay, if that's the call, everyone needs to know what that means because I don't know how long you guys have been playing together, but if someone is making a call early on, you have to partially specify, and in general, until people know what you mean by it and all have the same idea, what that call actually means.
I mean,
because,
I've been calling that since I got Rift.
Yeah.
Hey, when Dragon spawns, let's drop it mid and then rotate to Dragon.
Yeah, but what does that actually mean? Because when you're playing, your idea of it is different. Because in your idea is probably Seraphine's going to be mid with you doing it. Seraphine's idea is they're going to do it mid, and then I'm going to go bot to catch the wave.
It'd be having someone bot shoving bot, and then having 3 people mid just shoving it, and then dropping Rift. As soon as it drops, just rotate down.
Oh, okay. So you all have the same idea of what it means. Okay, that's fine. But still, if that's your idea, this is still what you do next is very wrong. Because in this case, I think the best play is Seraphine should be mid.
I think warding here is just awful because we saw Kaisa.
Going into this choke point is really bad because you don't know where. I mean, I don't even know why Ryze is here. Ryze also built the wrong item. Warding over walls better.
Yeah.
If you're going to do this, but there's no reason to even do this yet because
we also saw Ryze before.
It doesn't matter, but like the idea to do this now is just weird because you know where 4 of their members are guaranteed, and you just told me that you saw Ryze before anyway. You know where their entire team is, and we're still doing this when we don't have our team with us. When the easy and auto win play, and not the dopamine rush play or whatever, is just slow push or hard shove the mid wave as 3, and then Hecarim comes, and then you all clear down, and then you guaranteed get Drake because Zach's in fucking Africa, still backing, and they can't contest it because you guys are stronger. How does Zach outsmite fucking 1.7k? He doesn't. So this is why you lose the game. You guys would have won the game if not for this. This was the most massive blunder of the game because this is much more direct than anything else. If you guys were playing in like Challenger, the early game like pre-140 mistakes that you made would have been massive blunders, but for this MMR and what you guys are doing and how everyone else also plays, this was the biggest misplay of the entire game. This is losing.
Mm-hmm.
I would even go as far to say that you lost the game off of this.
Yeah, because we lose Dragon here, and then we lose mid tower.
Yeah. This is a domino effect.
Stop it.
Stop it, what? Right, so, to recap, what I think personally is the best plan, if you guys want to disagree, that's fine, but But in my view of the game, what would have been best is we have 3 mid, we're shoving. Obviously, Urgot will either back recall or whatever. He's dead in this case. Urgot runs down. In the world where Urgot's alive, Urgot runs down to guarantee third Drake. In the world where Urgot, in a current timeline where Urgot's dead, Urgot's going to pick up this wave bot. We're not going to shove this wave. In fact, last hitting this wave is fine if you're going to do this and you're not going to fuck it up mid. But last hitting this wave is better. Do you know why? Why is shoving this wave bad?
If we last hit, then we can like probably time it to when the dragon spawns and like get a big minion wave going bot lane. So there'll be pressure to answer it or something.
That's if you're doing that a minute in advance is actually a good answer, but this is just way too late for that. The actual answer is because by shoving this, the wave will freeze on this side of the map. Sorry. The wave will freeze on this side of the map, and then your Urgot's even more fucked. If we just let this stay here, Urgot at least, and he's going to be thanking God after this game for it, he at least gets 2 waves. In this case, he's not even going to get a cannon, because we chose to shove, and now Urgot's going to have to farm all the way over here, and he's going to die again, 100% of the time, if he goes for this now. So we just fucked our top laner even more, for no reason, by hard shoving it. So that's another misplay. We're not thinking of side lanes. We don't care about wave management, we care about in the moment. In the moment's bad. Okay. Urgot's probably going to TP. Yep, that's bad for a lot of reasons. I don't care if you guys somehow win this. This is still bad. For a lot of reasons. Yeah, of course, yeah, you shouldn't win it. You never win this. Yep. If you had Senna, you probably would have won that. If everyone was cohesive and played together and didn't just like random ward or random get picked, I think, yeah, obviously then the play that follows, that would have been fine. But this
that was
obviously terrible.
5.
Yeah.
Because I got there late, Senna wasn't there, and Urgot's dead.
Yep.
No reason.
Yep,
We should just give up Dragon.
It's just the domino effect. In this worst case timeline, we just don't do that, and we instead just like start setting up vision top, and we're gonna go for a pick. That's how you salvage game. But now this is doomed from here. I don't see how a world in which you win unless they really fuck up, which could totally happen.
Yeah.
Just gonna respawn here, and it could totally happen. I'm not saying it's ultimately doomed, but it should be doomed.
No, it kind of felt like doomed after that.
Yeah, I mean, you should feel like it's doomed. Urgot, do you know the W trick?
Like shoot W 3 times in an auto.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, man. Yeah, you know it. You're good. Just making sure you know that. That's like the most important Urgot mechanic. So he steals this. Wow.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Good job.
He's not.
Okay.
We were scared to hear it.
I mean, it stalls the game. This is actually the only timeline in which the game's winnable. As long as you guys just give the tower. Let's get that. Alright.
Oh man, now we're gonna see me run to town.
Probably. Alright, which of these two? We're gonna do one more, because my voice is dying. And we're gonna do because a lot of what we to also say why specifically, not as a jip, because we talked about what the issues were from the first game. Every single game that you should play beyond this point, you should be thinking about what you're doing more in the first 2 minutes of the game, and therefore a lot of the things that happened in the game that we just watched, watching it again, like another one of these games where you're still making the same mistakes, it's not going to be useful other than reiterating, and I shouldn't have to reiterate it. If that makes sense. We're just going to go over, once again, seeing the same mistakes, when if you were to play another game right now, I guarantee you would probably be playing already a lot better because you're actively thinking. So that's why reviewing 3 games at once when the same things are being done 100% of the time is really, really bad. It's just a waste of time.
I think the last one.
Last one? Okay.
I think the second one was closer.
Last one felt a little bit more closer. At least for our spot lane. We didn't int.
Yeah. If I didn't get picked by Ori 1 or 2 times, I think we could have easily won that last game.
It also
So
sucks that I
that's-
got fucking target banned.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is the game with the fucking Zinzao pick. Yeah, no, you've already lost. Zinzao's horrible here.
Yeah, I swear
Yeah.
if we just had like a proper tank jungler, I think we just won straight up.
Not even
Alternatively,
like dang.
if
We have
your
an R.
if your top and mid can both play Zinzao, it's fine to pick Zinzao. But when it's only jungle playing Zinzao, it's really bad. The alternative as well, just so you guys know, instead of picking Zinzao, you could pick Nocturne. And Nocturne does the same thing as Zinzao in terms of flexibility, except he guarantees actually can flex all 3 roles, whereas
Well,
flexing Zinzao top is weird.
We didn't really
Just so you guys
bluff Zinzao. He just gave us like a list, and then it was literally
No, it's
like
okay.
1 second left. And we just
No, from just for the future in terms of
Yeah, yeah,
drafting
yeah.
and ideas. Just so you guys know. Zinzao's
would
a really
Lilia
weird
be
pick, but it's
here?
fine. Would Lilia be good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lilia's fun.
I feel like
Let's
Lilia would
look
be-
let's look again at the draft. Hold on, give me a second.
Pretty decent.
Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Because this is this. I think what I wrote is Seraphine, and then you pick Jinx, and then you can 3R your mid. I don't think you 3R jungle. But 3Ring Seraphine, if you have, if you have Sarah, Jinx, you see this, and then you pick Lilia. So Lilia's fine, but in my personal view, once again, you're free to disagree if you want to disagree, and that's fine. When you're picking Lilia and you see these kinds of champions, it's awkward because you should already be thinking to yourself, why do I want to pick something that's forced to tether between 300 range when I could just pick something a little bit different?
Yeah.
But if you want a 4R Lilia, that's fine actually. We could 4R Lilia. Hell, we could actually even pivot to something really interesting. Another route this game could have gone down, and this would have been kind of cool. We pick Seraphine, and then we pick Galio, because we know they always ban Camille last phase, and then we give them they either have to pick Camille now, or we 3R Camille, and now we have 2 flexes, and we have an insane team fight / pick comp. Oh shit! I am playing my mic. Sorry. And that could also be a really interesting draft line because Kaisa can't play the game now.
Yeah. And we can also
So-
flex Galio and Seraphine.
Yeah.
I
So-
would blind Camille, but just
You've
in
been
general,
redacted.
Since I've been playing on this team, like I don't really get jungle attention. Like to be completely honest,
Okay, that's
so
fine.
it's harder to blind stuff.
That just comes with pathing knowledge, and that's why, by the way, I heavily recommended Jinx because this is a game where you're probably playing towards top side, and that's fine. That's why I said Galio and Camille would be really good here, because then that is heavily incentivizing. Let me think. Red side is red side. Yeah, red side's
also-
super easy to dive.
I also think Seraphine Ezreal is kind of awkward.
Super awkward because neither, like, your champions interact really well. You just don't do anything,
Yeah.
and that's the problem with it. You do nothing.
Like, I
That's
think
fucking
like
boring.
Seraphine's better with like a hyper carry.
Yeah. What is, since they actually bug fix Seraphine? I'm really curious. We're gonna fucking take a trip down U.GG lane. What is her win right now? Since that was a massive nerf to Seraphine. Huh? Yeah, she has a negative win right now. I think finally she's not the best champion in the game.
Yeah, she didn't feel like super.
Yeah, because they fixed her thing.
Mm-hmm.
Think she is still a good ADC, not because I see the win rate, but just in general because she does
Yeah.
pretty well with certain amounts of gold.
So should
support that
we
word.
be like putting high prio on Seraphine like anymore?
I would say no, not as much
No.
as earlier.
Not anymore.
Okay.
She's no longer broken to like.
I think there are other champions you can probably. I think Seraphine Jinx, Seraphine Galio, Seraphine Camille, or some shit. That's fine, because you're immediately saying we're probably not going to play towards bot side, but we're going to win the team fight, and that's fine because you're just picking the best fucking R in the game. right?
And
And
like,
that's fine.
we've picked Seraphine so many times, and we know that if we pick Seraphine, they're gonna pick Braum, who can cancel Seraphine ult with his shield. So it's like-
I can't blame him in chat. Sorry. Anyway, so we're not 5-pointing and our jungler's AFK. If our jungler's AFK, we type /pause. I put it on directed camera just for funsies, and we're going to look at a few things. A lot of the points still stand. For the record, top lane, you went early because Renekton shouldn't be able to stack Fury as well. You should be able to hard poke him. And then once he has Fury, you're going to put
the grass procs.
Okay. For the most part, Renekton, he's not a champion until 3. Every champion in the game can bully Renekton until 3. Even Ribbon. And that's why Ribbon wins top lane matchup 80% of the time versus Renekton, because Renektons are bad. You should just win that. And then you ask him. Mid is favored towards... Shit, I actually don't know. I don't see Quirky much either. I think
Ori wins early.
I think Ori. I agree. I think Ori, for the most part, wins. But once you're playing towards dragons, Corky's better because Corky's only goal is to objective control. That's all he does. You guys actually have like a fucking killer team comp if you played it really well and had a different champion here. Literally, if you guys had Jinx and Jinx Lily or some shit, this comp would be fucking absurd.
Oh, we would have won this game 100% if we didn't have Xin.
Yeah. Or you know what's crazy actually? If you pick, you could have done Vayne this game. Vayne would have been fucking crazy too.
I'm not really that very fond of Vayne.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But as a Vayne aficionado, she's really good in this game.
Oh yeah.
Vayne is competitively viable.
Especially because we got Renekton, Sejuani, Braum.
Yeah. All those champions just die. Vayne is competitively viable. There are so many spots nowadays where you can pick Vayne.
Even Jinx would be so good in this.
Yep. Because you're playing for 2 items anyway. What the fuck is Xin Zhao doing? He's just gunning her down.
I don't know. I like he lost the scuttle, and I was like,
Yeah, he
just some bot and get this.
He got. Oh, that was me looking away.
But then he did something stupid, and he smited the scuttle for no fucking reason.
Yeah, he got his scuttle stolen. I think he like just rage chased after her.
Yeah, and then like when he went bot lane, and I was helping him take scuttle so he wouldn't be so behind. He smites out of nowhere, and then I ended up taking it because it had 25 HP left.
Solid. Here, hold on. Let's look at something. This is why you die top.
So he resets there.
Look at how this wave will slow push to you if you just let it.
Mm-hmm.
If you back now, he's forced to teleport. It looks like it doesn't slow push to you, but because the minions are oncoming faster, and this minion won't die, and this caster's out of position, this will slow push into you every time.
I just thought I had too many casters, to be honest. What
do you mean? What?
I just see that I have 3 casters, and I thought they would just kill the wave faster.
No. Let's watch even with your intervention how this wave turns out, just because.
Yeah, I was just saying that's what I thought in game.
Yeah, that's fine. Just for reference here, you can see even with your intervention, this wave still like it's obvious. It's not like hard shoving. You can see like you purposely turned it around. If you just fought him in that wave, he actually would have just gotten fucked.
Yeah, I got super greedy for grass proc, and that's why I died.
No, he's talking about like don't fall back and stay in your.
Or yeah, I'm talking about like this part. Grass proc.
No, you died because the wave management was really bad. You don't die because of grass proc.
Also, there's no vision top lane, and I think you have 2 wards.
Okay, in his defense, I don't know why the fuck Sejuani's top here.
Okay. You know what's even crazier? He kills me here. He goes back and then he walks back top again. He just top, like three times. Like I actually just don't know what she's doing. I said it in game.
Okay, the thing. So why is it good? It's because it worked. It doesn't matter if it's shit in theory because you played into it. And that's the problem.
Yeah, I know.
You are correct in thinking that this is a stupid play by Sejuani, but it works because you play into it. It's cheese that worked, and that's how you have to think about it. It's bullshit. It's fucking stupid. The jungle role needs insanely hard nerfs because it's the dumbest fucking role in the game. But this is how it works. You fucked up. Yeah. But it's still fine. It matters if you don't die to this. Xin Zhao just takes dragon.
I think we still do.
Yeah. It's just like if you're really good, you can outplay both of them here and kill them. Okay, I'm gonna teach you all a little trick. When you have this massive wave, side step in, step out, step in, step out. You keep doing that. Every time the minions are about to auto you, you step in. Every time the minions are, then they walk a little bit, and then you step back out. And then their animation, they're going to try to attack you, and then you step back in. That cancels everything every single time, and you keep the wave here for longer, and it's a lot easier to control. Get good at doing that. Go to practice tool. Really important. Because right now, you're going to take almost all your life bar for trying to freeze. And then now you can't punish because you're not freezing. And then you're going to deliver a huge wave to him.
Wave stacks, yeah.
Yeah, and then now you're fucked. You've lost. You've lost top. You said you didn't int bot. I'm kind of curious. We'll watch this for a sec.
Until one specific spot where I get queued.
Once again, same fundamentals as the last game. You slow push in, Braum never lands Q, and then you stand on the other side of your minions.
Yeah.
And Braum doesn't get to ever play the game with Kai'Sa. The same exact fundamentals. There's absolutely no difference between this game and last game. Except now you're not dying randomly. Good dodge. If I could see in game, but man, your mouse clicks are really weird.
Who, mine?
Yeah, they're bizarre. Okay.
Weird how?
We're gonna watch this in slow motion. Weird as in very bad. We're gonna watch this. Hold on.
All right, here. I don't know if you can see my mouse.
No, you won't. You'll just be able to see like where the champion's looking.
You're swinging so hard. What is this? Okay. So first things first, your pocket is bad because you're not killable here. You just step up to right about here where Seraphine's actually in a good spot. Good job, Seraphine.
Thank you.
Good spot. You're in a good spot. This is just weird. You're walking into Africa and walking back out of Africa, and then you're walking like into Eurasia or some shit. Right now, you're walking to Antarctica, and then you're like, "Oh shit, I gotta fucking get my bags." And then you walk back into Africa, like Egypt, and then you're like, NA is nice this time of year, and then you go for the can. It's just weird. It's just really weird. For every single ranged champion, and this helps with everything, click inside your auto range. Right now, just from the way you're walking, I can tell you're swinging your mouse. You're going like this to click.
Okay.
Like, at least it looks like that. And I would bet money on that. Think about the way you're clicking, especially as an ADC, and also every single time you're about to last hit, press S. It's really important as well. Yeah. That was really easy to fuck up. If you press S there sooner, when you're taking the cannon, you run no risk of running past the wave and missing the cannon randomly as well. Yeah. Once again, it's just weird. You're so fucking out of position. So weird. You don't need to be here. You're denying yourself minions. It's weird. Okay. This is something that comes with time, and that's something I could go in more in a 1v1 scenario. I'm not going to do that now. But just understand that as a fundamental as an ADC, if your range is like 550-ish, this is a really shit circle. Map map, by the way. You want to be clicking within the circle. So let's say, for example, you want to click here. Instead of swinging your mouse like this, you'd do this, for example. You just go like straight in a diagonal. You want to pace back and forth, that's fine. You're clicking like this. At most, you're clicking within this range. This is a fundamental for every range champion, including Urgot. You're clicking like this. You're not clicking like this and then like this and then like this and then like this and then like this. You're not doing that. That's really, really, really bad, because how are you going to dodge anything? Now, if you have everything super close to your champion, let's say you want to last hit that minion right now. You're gonna shift pockets. You're gonna try to walk over here. You're gonna stand like this. You're gonna auto this minion. You're gonna reflect Braum. You're gonna walk down maybe, in case Braum walks here. Maybe he walks here, in which case you can walk right here. You auto the minion again, and then you're clicking really close to yourself and walking away. It's a super, super big range fundamental that no one's doing here in this game. I can even tell the mid's probably not doing it either. What is this? What is this? What's the button for it? There we go. Sick. Okay.
Hold on. Can you watch this part?
Oh, sure.
Because I do like record myself.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Oh shit! I planned another window. Hold on. Yeah.
Let me know if you can see my cursor.
Yeah. Go ahead and full screen it. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, right there. Fucking pause. Pause. Holy shit! Yeah. It's right here. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't do this properly either. That's why I'm masters. But if you did this better, this is the first fundamental of ADC. You're here, and then you swing to here. Do you see that? You're swinging so majorly.
Yeah.
And then you're clicking way like at the edge of your auto range when you're not trying to do anything with it is also a problem. Now, Braum is looking to Q you. If he's here, if you're putting your mouse like this is so easy to dodge. He Qs a little bit down. Look, you're swinging your mouse to dodge, and he didn't even like come close to hitting you, and you nearly walked into it because you aren't in control of your player at all. Your clicks actually, like, at that point, your side-to-side clicks are okay. But if you hit S there, you would have got that minion. That's another thing. That Q was weird. Just auto it twice. You don't have to waste your mana. You're on such low mana. Like, right there, you could have totally just gotten that. You're clicking outside your auto range again. You're fucking clicking into Africa, into the wall. And then, yeah. Like, there's just a lot of really weird things that you're doing subconsciously.
Okay.
That goes for mid as well, because you're playing mostly ranged champions, obviously. It's really important for mid as well.
Right. I have to go in like 5 minutes-ish.
That's fine.
Okay.
We'll end it here. This is for now. This was a lot of information.
Yeah.
This was a lot of information.
Yeah, I have recorded. I'll upload for you guys if you guys want to just recap.
Yeah. There's a ton that we went over, and almost every single thing I said is fairly indisputable, I would say. There are a couple things that probably much more seasoned, better coaches than I, who have tons of experience coaching pro, would completely disagree with, and that would be fine. I don't know. Yeah, because did you guys see the LS VOD on where he reviewed Zen's coaching?
Oh yeah,
I watched like 5 minutes.
A little bit.
He ripped him to fucking shreds, and I would likewise get ripped to shreds, 100%. Any single coach that would coach in general would get ripped to shreds.
I mean,
that good, and their Veigar V2 or Max Waldo. And that's fine.
Compared to our elo, like if we even get your advice, like play towards how you would think a play is being played right, I guess, like that's still a lot of better improvement for us.
Yeah. Everything. This is why I'm not like going into, at least not yet. If I were to do this more, we would get to more extreme stuff depending on what was going on. Everything I said today only had to do with just pure fundamentals and nothing else. Nothing I said was world shattering or world breaking. It's just what should be common knowledge or otherwise should be enacted upon. So you'll see higher elo players. They just do almost everything I talked about except for the clicking fairly. It's not like a conscious thing. They just know to do it. For example, like there's a couple things for that. Like the Urgot, for example, most Urgots in my MMR would have positioned very differently, and they would have gotten more value than Volibear ever would have. That's a really big example. That's just fundamental. That's just knowing the matchup.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I've been playing League since like season 5. Yeah. I mean, I don't really go into too much. I just play it for fun, but like I used to like click to level up abilities until like 3 years ago. Until like 2019 or 2020 or 2019.
I mean, the first fucking time I played League, I thought you had to keep building components. So like I would start building Triforce and I would build Phage. And this is like old Triforce. And then I would be like, shit man, I gotta buy another fucking longsword and a ruby crystal. And then I would like build Sheena, and then I was like, shit, I gotta buy another fucking mana crystal. How do you build this item? Yeah, so like I get that. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask now. Otherwise, I'm gonna go back to playing WoW Classic.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, neither.
I mean, all right. So I have a slight dilemma.
Sure.
Apparently, my bard is too nutty, and I'm a bard one trick. So every game, it's just been permabanned.
Well, the great thing for you is everything Bard does is super transitional to other supports that are currently meta. So that's something that if I were to keep working with you guys in general, I would be working with that on you. Bard is obviously roam heavy. Bard wants to influence the map. That's super easy to transition to on Leona, Nautilus, Blitzcrank, Rel, especially Rel. Alistair.
Like my secondary champions are Nautilus, Leona, Rel.
Oh, of course they are.
But like right now,
I know your entire champ pool.
because I'm a bard one trick. Like if bard gets picked, I pick those. But like right now, like I've been like having to play Seraphine. I've played 0 games of Seraphine. I played like maybe 3 games in like normals, but like,
you want to put a few games on Seraphine only as a flex. If your support, for the record, is it plays like this and they play shit like this, you should not be forcing your support, who probably knows how to influence the map really well, on a champion that has a lot of trouble actually influence the map and doing things. Imagine in any of these games if you put your support and let him in a lane in which like you're not super needed. They have fucking Braum. Imagine if you pick Jinx or Ezreal is fine. You pick Rel and then you play for mid lane. Well, what does Ori do?
Barter and Rel got permabanned.
That's fine. Alistair, Alistair, Nautilus, Blitzcrank, Leona. Any of those, imagine if you pick them. How does Orianna play the game? Or Corki gets free scaling. Your bot lane never dies. Your jungle gets free reign over everything, especially since there's Zhao. Their jungler's bot side is permanently warded, and they've just lost.
I'm fine not playing Seraphine either. I think we can get rid of that for now.
Yeah,
I think it was fine like
I
2
think
patches
we're relying
ago.
too hard on Seraphine recently.
I think it was good like 2 patches ago, but now that she got nerfed, I don't think it's like that.
It's still really good as a flex pick.
Yeah.
That's why it's the same thing with Tristana. Well, Tristana isn't like.
But like,
I'm about to say some fucking sacrilegious shit. Tristana's not a good champion, but because of what she does, she's overtuned. So that's one of the reasons why she's picked. But also, she's really good because she's a 3-way flex.
Chicken, do you play Galio by any chance?
Not really, but I think it's pretty easy. I can pick up for sure.
Galio would be good to pick up. Karma would be good to pick up in all 4 lanes, honestly.
Yeah, I play Karma quite a bit.
I can play Karma. Karma's in my pool.
Okay. Lulu is good in top and support. Like, shit like that. There's a lot of random things you can flex. Like, there's even... What's fucking crazy is there's, like, you pick Senna, and then you can pick Lee Sin. Yeah. And that's fine. And then you can flex Lee Sin in 3 rolls. The game right now is so unbelievably open, it's fucking retarded. I hate it and love it at the same time. From a coaching perspective, it's really cool. From a playing perspective, it feels awful.
So, Robbie really likes Lulu support, but I can't... I don't know what it is, but with Lulu support, I can't play her, but I can play her top lane.
Okay.
It's just the transition into support.
You're free to go if you need to go. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. If you need, like, have any tips or anything,
Do I have any tips last second other than what I talked about for risk of not overloading you? No.
Okay. All right. See ya.
See ya.
Thank you for the coaching. Yep. Bye.
No problem.
Yeah. Okay.
So like, how I practice my support champions is usually like if I'm learning a new champion, I'll usually go to like a solo lane, like top or mid, and practice it there, just to like see what the potential is. And like I've done that with Lulu, and I can play her top lane, but I can't transition her into like the support.
Yeah, that's because the fundamentals are almost completely different. That's not the. I know what you're trying to do, but that's not.
It's
accurate.
Just like, it's rough because I usually go in like normals and then like maybe flex, but like I'm doing that by myself, and if I do normals by myself, I'll get like with a bronze support, bronze ADC or some shit like that.
Oh, just play with fucking Grabby then. Both of you should be playing together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Why not? Dude, I actually ask him a lot, but recently, like for the past couple of weeks, like he has been busy, like he moved and stuff.
Yeah, just moved back to my apartment.
Yeah. I'm not throwing shade or flaming, but those are like you two should be playing together more.
Yeah, we can.
You two need to be on the same page every single second of the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Can we even duo on my main account?
I'm gold 1.
Okay.
Oh, you're not bad for gold 1. I thought I was watching like plat 3, plat 2. It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm currently.
Okay,
1.
I'll be honest. Like I was playing like shit today. I was actually super bad, but
no, you're okay.
I'm not as bad as this.
What I was talking about with clicking is let me try to illustrate. If you can click better at all as an ADC, that automatically, regardless of anything else, immediately makes you a Diamond 4 player instantly. It's actually that easy.
I think Alex talked about that in like I forget what video it was, but he was talking about
I don't know also, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was talking about like you want to like move like in and out of their range.
Yeah, that's called tethering. That's yeah. You want to know how to fuck with auto attack ranges, and clicking better comes with that. So just like go into a custom. I'm gonna show you something you guys have never seen before, and you guys are gonna be fucking confused by it and how it works, but it's fine. Mostly because it looks really stupid. But just trust me on this. It's a really, really, really good exercise. I don't have Gameplank.
I have to head out, but if you guys have any if there's anything extra, just let me know.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, see ya.
I'll buy Gameplank. God fucking damn it. Okay. Let's go here. I play a game tonight or else I fucking decay. God damn it. Okay, so.
That's why I don't want to hit Diamond.
Oh, I'm Masters.
Yeah.
Masters is even worse. It's 10 games.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking awful. Okay.
I'm plat 1, man. I just don't want to play anymore on this account. It's just, if I had Diamond, I have to commit too much.
No, it's just like you just play once every 30 days. It's fine. It's so easy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play on my Spurs. Get them to plat.
Okay. So first thing you do, you level up to full. Gotta refresh. Okay. So I'm gonna look derpy as shit doing this because I'm out of practice. But the idea with this is that you're going to go from here, for example, to here. And you're going to think about how, like, what it is you want to click with this time. So, for example, let me go ahead and, and let me show it in practice. It doesn't matter if you hit it. What matters more, I'm so fucking shit at Gameplank, by the way, for a reason. Okay, so obviously I'm shit at it, but now that you see it. The point of doing this is to figure out two things. It's tethering and spacing, as well as timing and where you're moving your mouse to click. So, and if you can see...
I should be doing this only with Gangplank, right?
Yeah, and the reason why Gangplank is because Gangplank's better for timing, and also Gangplank's a lot more obvious for how you're moving your mouse. I mean, you can blatantly see, right, where I'm moving my mouse. Now, obviously, that was fucking garbage, so I'm just gonna restart. Hold on. So. Yeah, I'm fucking terrible at it. How bad am I at this?
Okay, I do get the idea though. Yeah.
There we go. I am so bad at gangplank barrel ranges, and that's perfectly fine because I'm not a fucking gangplank player. The idea is the ghost barrel. If you do ghost barrels perfectly, that means you're fucking incredible at this. So, like, let's say I want to practice max range with my E. So, like, let's say I am like this, and then I'm going to cast it like better than that, obviously. But say like, I'm fucking awful. Yeah, and the idea is to also never turn around. That's the other thing. This is something you want to practice, and this is also really good with... It's just a good exercise in general. It's also every single time placing it in the right spot behind you to make it perfect. That's the other thing, so that you don't have to stop. So if you see sometimes I'm like casting it too short, sometimes I'm casting it slightly too long, that just comes with practice. So despite me doing it poorly, this is something that's a really good exercise. Outside of just placing a ward and going back and forth. That's another good exercise as well.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna ask, like, if you want to, like, if we do hire you for like a permanent position as our coach, like, what would be your rates and stuff?
I'm just happy with enough money to buy Taco Bell.
Okay, so.
So we're going off the dollar menu, guys.
I mean, like, would something around like 25 work per session?
I'm extremely happy with that. Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Okay. Yeah, that would be fine. Yeah.
Man, we're buying him pizza, not Taco Bell now.
Shit, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay. Can you come in for like Friday then? If because I was thinking, like, since we're not gonna be here, like two people's not gonna be here tomorrow, so we're gonna cancel the scrim for tomorrow. But so we're thinking of like having a scrim session for Friday. Are you free?
If you guys, so my current schedule is I'm free Thursday. If you're going to be doing, I can reschedule Wednesdays actually for that as well. If you're going to do after around 9 p.m. Friday as a start time, if that's fine with all of you, I can definitely make it. The reason being I DM for D&D, and that's just something that's set in stone and that I love doing, so...
Okay.
If you guys are willing to start a little bit later on scrims, I don't mind. I can do prep and stuff like that beforehand as long as I know what's going on.
Okay.
So you'll help
and then you guys can see my drafting. Yep.
Like, yeah, with drafts and all that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. That'd be good.
At the start, drafting is going to be a little rough. One, I need to get back into it. Two, I will need to get used to your champion pools, and we'll go from there.
Do you want us to send you like the list of our champion pools, or?
What we'll do beforehand, Friday, is before I draft and before we talk about drafting, I'll ask each of you to give me 5 champions that you really want to play tonight, and then from there we'll see how we can fit that into a comp. This is a really interesting trick.
If we know it's permaban, do we still write it down, or do we follow with that one?
That's a good point, because it's this. Usually people will target ban a lot more, that's true.
Because
I'll increase it to like 6 to 7. So it's the idea of now we know what we want to play beforehand. So like, let's say mid is like, okay, I really want to play Orianna, Syndra, and Anivia, and I'll be like, okay, give me another mage and then a melee champion, and it'll give me Yone or something.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there, for example. ADC could be, I'll play anything but Aphelios, and I'll say, okay, that's cool. For example.
Okay.
We'll see how it works. It's a new system that I saw someone use.
We've played like, what, 5-6 scrims now, and since I have like almost 70% win rate on Bard,
yeah, it's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
So from there, you would say, Bard's probably going to be gone. If it's up, pick it for me. And I would say, okay, that's just a guaranteed pick if it's up. Cool, we'll pick Bard if it is open. If it is not open, you're going to give me 5 other picks. Yeah. So you're going to be like Nautilus, Rel, Alistair, Leona,
and
whatever.
Do you want like diversified, where like I also give you enchanters and like?
For now, because your main champion's Bard, we're going to focus on actually having you as a good player in terms of roaming and knowing how to actually play off of timers. We're going to start with that before we bother with enchanters. Okay. I don't see if you're a Bard main and you know how to roam and you want to do that better. I don't see the point of trying to introduce a new play style, such as like just playing Nami and AFK.
Yeah, Nami's like the one enchanter I can play.
Yeah, but fucking annoying ass champion.
Oh my god.
Do you want jungle or mid?
I'll say jungle, dude. We both we were
oh shit. Autofiller?
Yeah, dude. I'm jungle, his mid. That's funny.
Solid.
It's okay. It's a normal game though. It's fine.
Yeah. He's this Bro Kenny guy. He's Bro Kenny.
He's in another team.
Yeah. He's in another team that's having issues.
Okay.
Like yeah. I think they're using. I'm not sure. Like their team has a little bit issues. Their mid laner is very dissatisfied with how they like do drafts and stuff. So.
Okay.
I mean, that's as far as I know.
Good mid laner.
It's Josh, if you know him.
I did not know that.
Yo, what's up, bro, Kenny?
Nothing much.
Oh, they banned Akali. Fuck.
I didn't know our mid laner didn't like our drafts.
Oh, you didn't? No. That's what I inferred from how Josh was talking. Isn't Josh your mid laner?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't he talking like? That's what I got, but I heard him talk about like you guys are only going to play like a certain amount of champion pool. How's that going, by the way?
I don't know, because I've kind of taken a break from scrims.